Gamers, it is me, Mitchell, with the Mitchell EXP. We are back with some Alan Wake 2 DLC. Yesterday we finished Control. I would like to throw out a humble apology. I rewatched the VOD, and in the moment that the game was like, here's a fake ending, I was searching online to see if that was a fake ending, and I should have just waited, because things got weird on the screen, and here I am in the corner just sitting on my phone looking at stuff. I was being a little bit of a goofball, and I would like to apologize. This time, though, we're going to stay super focused and not randomly get distracted. I say that, but you know how it goes. Sometimes you just get distracted by things. It happens to the best of us. But we're here now. Actually, real quick. Alright. Had to send the old Discord notification. So, yesterday we ended up somewhere that was really scary. And we left it for tonight to get to the spooky scary. Let's see. Yeah. Read this yesterday. Can I get on this computer? Ooh. Black rock is this precious material. Curious, very curious. And stuff's about to get scary. I don't like when it gets scary.
First off, a huge thank you to everyone here. The Lake House has made amazing strides in researching the AWE here at Cauldron Lake. Great work, team. I wanted to come in person so I could check in on the latest work. I won't get in the way. It's not our view, so no reason to be scared. Did you hear that, Dr. Marmot? While I'm here, I want to focus on the relationship between the Shadow and the AWE site below the lake. The theory that the Shadow even originates from the dimension this threshold is tapping into is compelling. Eventually, I want to understand how this dimension manages to convert subjective elements like art into objective reality. What are the constraints of this phenomenon? Can it, say, create altered items or even objects of power simply by manifesting them via a piece of art? These are the things we need to know to accurately classify the Shadow. I mean, that name is not very scientific. I mean, I came up with that. Shadow. So, any and all proposals are welcome. Anything testing art's effect on reality by using the Shadow's energy is preferred. To find answers, we'll first need a lot of data. No wrong answers. And when I return to the oldest house, I'll take back anything we end up with to run against a classified project called Hedron to build a comparative data set.
Nah, dog, Hedron failed.
I wish I could tell you
Hedron failed, oh god.
very exciting non-physical forces impact.
So,
Sorry, I really can't. It is.
I have a running theory.
You know what? Maybe some of you can come visit. We'll have to get you clearance, of course, but maybe that can. You know what? I don't want to take the entire day talking. So, the Shadow represents a whole new
Hold on,
area.
I'm gonna wait till it ends.
I couldn't be more excited to start digging in. It is a great new world, people.
So, as we saw in Alan Wake 2 and New Game Plus, he got sent to the Dark Place. And we also saw with Saga's side quest, he got sent to the Dark Place, and he tried to send Saga to the Dark Place with the whole rituals with the dolls and whatnot. He got sent there instead, and while he was there, he met Thomas Zane, and Thomas Thing was like, we can make a piece of art to escape the dark place. And I'm pretty sure in Control, in that one scene where that red is behind him, even though that's supposed to be like the hiss, that's also representative of where he was in the dark place based on like kind of the color scheme. I'm kind of thinking he got sent to the dark place, came back to the oldest house, and then was just like, oh no. I don't know though. I don't know. I just hope the hiss and the dark place don't ever combine, because that would be a very scary super combo of evil. Anyways, how about some art? I moved stuff in the room, but I don't know what. I don't like the way that thing looks. That thing's definitely gonna come out of the wall, dude. I don't know about this. I don't know about this. Something Slytherin. All I have is a pistoli right now. I think I already had it set to what it should be.
What the fuck was that?
The Marmont. I think I need to press the button again. Go to that door that was open. Allegedly. Allegedly. There's so much paint on the walls.
If you can understand me, I am an agent of the Federal Bureau of Control. I can assist you if you take no hostile action. It never fucking works. This isn't working.
Flashlight doesn't work against them either. How the fuck do you kill these guys?
No effect. Why did I think that would work?
I don't know. We're just trying things at this point. How the hell do I kill something that can't be killed? My friend, I don't know if you're allowed to slide in there. Oh no, fuck that, fuck that. Way to open that door. Like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Me over here just like, I don't know what to do, man, I don't know what to do. I guess set things back to the way they were before when the things showed up. There is a puzzle to solve.
It doesn't even face them. Can't open it from the side. Bingo. That keycard's gonna get me to sub-level 5.
Okay, okay.
Fuck were those things? Deep breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I should have tested the monster. I should have just booked into the elevator,
You never
but
really
that's
get used to
alright.
the shit you see in this job, but you can learn techniques to adjust, to function. Take 6 deep breaths, then get to work. Find the source, collapse the threshold.
Error. Please hold. Please hold.
Where am
Please
I?
hold. Please hold.
What is that? If you can understand me, I'm an agent of the Federal Bureau of Control. I can assist you if you take no hostile action against me or any action that can be perceived as hostile. Do you understand? Well, I'll be damned. So what kind of entity are you? You can speak. That means you probably imprinted on a person or retained some of your former self's information. Previously human, maybe? Okay, I can work with that.
Oh god, was it Marmot?
Just had an unpleasant encounter with some other painted individuals. Any relation? What does that mean? Okay, hey, calm down. thing is really pissed off. Good news. It didn't try to kill me. Baby steps. Angry living paintings are not typically on the Cauldron Lake bingo card. But something different was happening at the lake house, and I couldn't let it escape. Bright Falls didn't need this particular cherry on its already shitty sundae.
Sublevel 3.
Automated typing device will produce writing mimicking that of Alan Wake, known oh god, with the goal of affecting reality with the same consistency as Mr. Wake's writing. To reach this level of authenticity, each page produced by the ATDs must be evaluated and graded based on similarities to Wake's style. It's literally, it's literally AI writing. The most basic of criteria, the page must use language and develop stories in an understandable, organic way. The page must accurately mimic the typical style of Wake's writing, using pages in the lake house's possession as reference. The page must accurately mimic the typical tone of Wake's writing, using pages. The page must accurately mimic the... Oh, no. The page must accurately mimic the typical content of Wake's writing. Once the pages are graded, they'll be fed into the algorithm as preferred reference material, thus continuously refining the writing produced by the ATDs until they can produce near identical stories to Alan Wake. Once that is achieved, we'll provide instructions to the ATD on what to write, effectively gaining control of Wake's ability to link with the Shadow's power. They were trying to become the master of many worlds, but that is Alan Wake. We can't just get that. They were messing with stuff they shouldn't have been messing with. Moving forward, research at the Lake House will be divided into two distinct projects. Also known as Arvidas, will focus on the writing of Alan Wake, with Dr. Diana Marmont serving as project director. Codename Ramus will focus on studying Thomas Zane, probably, in his work with Dr. Jules Marmont. I imagine they're gonna study the two people that went down, so it's probably Thomas Zane. Staff will soon be notified regarding their project assignment, any required desk changes, blah 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 blah. There's a tape recorder here.
2023. Notes regarding a page of an Alan Wake manuscript I found in the archives. I checked the records, and this page is not in our inventory. I believe it manifested inside the lake house door. I won't be filing this page. It'll just send Jules into a panic. The page is written in Wake's usual style, so I can't say for certain if it's being literal or figurative when it calls us monsters. What was interesting is that the page indicates that a painting succeeded in linking Cauldron Lake's threshold with
God.
the facility.
Oh God.
Superior avenue of research, but I never considered that the writing itself would dictate a different art form as the catalyst for our success. I cannot accept that. I can't allow Jules to stumble his way into success. Not after the years of work I put into this research. I got word yesterday that 2 writers are visiting Bright Falls. I will beat Jules to the finish line.
What's terrifying is all this started happening during the events of Alan Wake 2, because they showed up at this, then immediately afterwards picked up Alan. So I'm very curious to see how this ends and why. Like, I understand now why she had such, Saga, you're off the case on Alan Wake 2 at the start. Anyhow, I need just a quick bio break. Be right back. All right, we are back.
Diana and Jules Marmont had once been a team. Rising stars in the Bureau, both talented in their own way. Diana innovated and Jules got funding from the bureaucrats. Cooperation led to respect. Connection. Then after a decade of hard work, the happy couple were promoted. Co-heads of research. Their first years at the lake house were good. Challenging, but not insurmountable. Not for them. Gradually, thoughts fell into their heads like drops of dark water. Why does she get all the credit? Why does he get any credit? With that, a crack formed in the lake house. The Marmonts and their work became arrogant, erratic. The crack widened and the water seeped in. Rudolph Lane stood back from the canvas. He didn't recognize the piece. Did he paint this? His mind was foggy, unfocused. He knew the Marmonts were putting something in his food. A man in a white coat came to steer Lane back to his cell. He did not resist. He was too tired. He lay on the bed. But the stench in his cell wouldn't let him sleep. An acid stink. The turpentine. The paint. It was all over him. Years of it. 1,000 paintings. 1,000 more to come. A putrid weight he could never wash away. Cold hate.
Is this Alan's writing, or is this just the writing of the thing they made to write like Alan?
Hatred for the brushes. For the Marmonts.
Because it seems like they figured out how to connect to the dark place, and it created this monstrosity situation. Like, this is crazy. Seems they bit off a little bit more than they could chew.
There was a crack in the lake house. Marmonts let the lake in, but the water could not flow. It became trapped, stagnant, went bad. The truth was controlled here. The art was not art, just content for the experiment. There was a crack in the lake house. The Marmonts had let the lake in, but the water could not flow. It became trapped, stagnant, went bad. The truth was controlled here. The art was not art, just content for the experiment. There was a crack in the lake house. The Marmonts had let the lake in, but the water could not flow. It became trapped.
Almost overwrote one of my new Game Plus saves. I did 100% of the game, so I'm not too worried about it, but also I'm just like, oh god, I can't just get rid of that. That would be tragic.
Typewriters. Please don't let this be what I think it is. As you know by now, typewriters and Cauldron Lake do not mix. Some of them all clacking away. 100% bad news.
They're probably all literally writing about what's happening right now. Investigation into the precise brand and model of typewriter used by Alan Wake with the intent to use this particular brand for blank and the ATVs continues to be unsuccessful. Let's see. The relevant team will continue to explore alternative sources of information. ATDs will continue to be operated with the available typewriters until Wake's preferred brand is known. Theoretically, replicating Alan Wake's style of writing via the same brand of typewriter used by the author should yield optimal results. The project director has indicated that a similar investigation should be launched into the brand and type of ink used in his typewriter. So they literally were just like, yeah, you know, Alan Wake used the shadows to communicate. Let's just make typewriters that do that as well. Alright, RE content of Wake manuscript. We've begun to find pages from a manuscript very likely written by Alan Wake, pure utilitarian and suspect in past cases involving Cauldron Lake AWE. Though I do not like to bring myself or my biases into my work, I must do so here to address the matter being examined. As reference for any future readers, I am Dr. Diana Marmont, co-head of research at Lake House Facility. The page we recently found summarizes my life with Jules Marmont, husband and co-researcher. It has turned us into characters for its story, making generalizations and assumptions that I must attempt to evaluate without emotion or prejudice. The accuracy of the writing is intriguing. It reports our past in the Bureau, but also details inner thoughts that an outside reporter would have no way of knowing. Jules and I have indeed been having more and more interpersonal conflicts this past year. This raises many questions. How does Wake, wherever he is writing from, get his information? Or was the page itself determining these emotions and events? I cannot believe the scope of Wake's ability goes so far to have dictated my entire career at FBC, and if it did, would it matter? Even if a person knew their life was being driven by an external force would change their nature, their behavior, their personality. My disagreements with Jules are not sudden shifts in personality, but rather a growing resentment. I firmly believe that, though I have no evidence to prove it, which brings me to new research to clear for our team. Oh god.
2018. Notes regarding Dr. Emil Hartman,
Oh god.
founder of the Cauldron Lake Lodge, where he manipulated priests in an attempt to control the power of the shadow. I've gone through his notes, which were confiscated by the Bureau after his arrest in 2010. Overall, Hartman's work was sloppy. Complete disregard for proper scientific method. He was bold enough to try something we haven't. Our procedural writing machines are promising. We can understand the effects of Cauldron Lake's threshold much better by observing live artists in action. But we have a list of prospects. Next step is to send Dr. Darling a request to bring some into the lake house for analysis.
Shit. I can never say no to extra firepower.
True.
Back where I started. Spatial recurrence. Usually observes the law of three.
is contrived compounded on itself, compressing, compounding, reflecting, and refracting. And
You know what is interesting about this DLC is there is no shoebox. Which I guess there's not like enough stuff in this DLC for there to be a need for it. And also whenever I got the shotgun, it also gave me extra space, which is nice.
September 12, 2023. Notes regarding a page of an Alan Wake manuscript I found.
Rudolph Lane stood back from the canvas. He didn't recognize the piece. Did he?
It's controlled.
Good thing for a flashlight.
Oh, you cheeky little guy.
Some staff down there had been corrupted. Shit just kept getting worse.
Ugh, I don't like the fact that it's still breathing. Terrifying sound effect. But please don't still be alive. You're freaking me out, man. You're freaking me out. am I about to be chased?
Book 3. Should be the last one.
I keep coming back to this page. The author's clearly awake. It's like he's warning us. But about what? What does it mean? This page has scared Jules away from the work on Wake's writing. A coward can't stand risk. Science is risk. For me, this is proof that we are going in the right direction. I just need Flame's paintings to lead to more pages so that hopefully one day we can understand.
Rudolph Lane is a guy from the first Alan Wake game. He made some crazy paintings in that game.
I keep coming back to this page. The author's clearly awake.
I'll have to play the first game on stream at
It's
some
like
point.
he's warning us. But about what? I keep coming back to this page.
Might be a little bit of combat, but just in case. We're gonna save. Just to be safe.
What is that? Ugh, locked. Maybe there's another way in. Controlling the shifting phenomena. You again.
Alan Wake's writing is being studied here. Do you know anything about him?
Essential D is all about
Communication is the
paintings.
key to any relationship. You and I have some work to do there. What happened to you? Did the people here do this to you? You said Marmots before. Do they do this? Where are they now? Tell me where they are. Christ. It's fixated on the Marmots. What did they do?
What did they do indeed? I think the Marmots may have messed with things they shouldn't have.
Access denied.
This keycard isn't gonna cut it. A threshold is the connection between a foreign reality and our own. Now, they all have their own rules, strange as they are, but the further down I went, the more chaotic this one got. Clearly, this was the Cauldron Lake threshold, but something was wrong. Well, more wrong than usual.
Sublevel 1.
Level-wide lockdown in effect. Please remain
Sublevel
calm.
2.
Level-wide lockdown in effect. Please remain calm.
Won't open while the floor's on lockdown.
Alright, so their subject is having issues. The dark place loves fumbling when people fumble. Not the easy password. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nice. You really did that, Diana's gonna slit his throat if she finds out. Haha, those two are such a hot mess. Had drinks with Perry last night. He told me Jules is withholding Wake's pages from Diana's team. Oh gosh. So they create this AI in it, or not AI, but an algorithm that analyzed Alan Wake's work. And Alan Wake's, like, the dark place attaches to relationships, and because they were married, it just, like, went after them in the automated writing. Very, very interesting.
Oh, there's the elevator. How do I get in? Shaded. Hope that glass is thick.
Alright, gamers, it's going to be kind of a short one tonight, but we'll be back tomorrow with a long stream to wrap up this DLC. Thanks for watching. Always a pleasure. Make sure to do all this things safely, like I say to walking, driving, and all that good stuff. I'll catch you all on the stream tomorrow. Be good, be well. And I'll see you then. Bye-bye! And good night.